Hello and welcome to this Capricorn new moon reading. This is an intuitive reading. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. With the Capricorn new moon, we are looking at new beginnings, particularly in the realm of how we work, our relationship with time, the legacy that we are building, the things we are working towards, how we are disciplined. And as the first new moon of the new calendar year, it's inviting us to reflect on the seeds that we're planting and not to get too caught up into the future, but to look at what is the plan ahead. And so we are introspecting on the relationship we have with discipline, with our ideas of how to build, and what we will create for the long term. What is going to last? What has good foundations? So the first card we have is failure, which is very interesting because what can be perceived as a failure can be the greatest lesson that you learn. It's how you take the failure and how you extract the gold from the failure, because truly failure exists only in the mind. We are here to play, we are here to grow, we are here to experience. So failure is necessary in all of that because it's a path, and spirit does not recognize failure. There is no such thing as failure for spirit, for your spirit. And so stop criticizing yourself. Stop feeding into this false narrative and simply give yourself the grace to extract the gold from these lessons that you're learning. It's only failure it's only a mistake if you keep repeating the same thing and you know better. So give yourself the grace to move through any perceived failures and take the value from it and continue with the journey, continue with the growth. And through all of these things, you are developing your own way of doing things, your own style, your own flavor, and no one can do it like you do it. So discard anything that feels like a failure and refocus on the magic you are bringing into this world, and know that it is needed and everything is a lesson. The next card we have is Isabella Air. So this spirit guide is coming in to remind you to move through this world more in a sense of play, more in a sense of trust, more in a sense of anything is possible and anything can come to you now. When we are closed off, we do not allow ourselves to receive what spirit wants to give us. We can become jaded, we can become hard. And so Isabella is asking you to play more and to connect with the innocence of your soul and just be easier on yourself. Especially at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure to, I should do this, I have all these hopes, last year was not as good, I need to make this year better. So you will make this year better. But if you are so hard on yourself, you will make it hard for yourself to move through this year. So give yourself the ease, allow yourself to be in the flow more, and things will come. New ideas will come, new communication will come. All the things you've been waiting for that are on hold, they will come, but you have to be in the state of allowance, be in the state of grace, be in the state of ease and play and joy, because that frequency is much lighter and things move faster in those easier frequencies. The third card we have is gold. So connecting with the magic of you, connecting with what makes you unique, trusting your gifts, extracting the gold, like I was saying, from what is perceived as a failure, what is perceived as difficult. And gold is developed in the dark, in the mountains, in rock. And so everything you're building is building you to grow the gold within yourself. That's your wisdom, that's the teachings that you learn through your own self-initiation. And so what is the gold that is being developed within you, within your soul, that will shine brightly in the dark? The last card we have is Monty, Fire. This spirit guide is coming in to purify, to cleanse, and to also remind you that the sacredness of your soul, your spark within yourself, is so worth protecting and keeping alive, and remembering that we each have a soul journey here. So yes, we're here in this realm, we have all these things to do, but what lights up your soul? What is your soul craving to express and to keep that fire alive within you? So Monty is reminding you to feed the flames of your soul's deepest desire. He asks you, what is it that keeps you up at night? Because these things are worth fighting for. And again, no one is going to fan the flame of your soul except for you. So whatever your dreams are, whatever seems impossible, whatever you have put on the back burner as one day, you are being asked to reignite the flame, especially for this new year, the beginning of this year. Reignite the flame of your soul, of your dreams, of your deepest desires. Remember and know that they are worth fighting for, protecting, nurturing, because that is what will set the path ablaze for your future. So with the energy of fire and air, air feeds fire. So what are you allowing into your life, whether it is the ideas, whether it is the communication, the promises you've made? What is feeding and nurturing this fire for the long and slow burn? This is not about a quick spark. This is about how to keep the fire burning for the long term. So now we will do the somatic portion of this reading, and if you choose not to proceed, simply take what has resonated from these messages and just sit with whatever has come through and see what makes sense for you. What is there to explore? And just know that your soul has the answers. If you take a moment to just sit with yourself your soul will tell you exactly what you need in this moment. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. Now, for those of you that wish to take part in the somatic portion, we will be tapping on the various points on our body. So we will be tapping on the side of our hand, the top of our head, our eyebrows, the sides of our eyes, under the eyes, the top of the lip, the chin, the collarbone, and just under the arm. So feel free to follow along with me, or simply if you want to listen and integrate the energy of this somatic portion. And if you desire, I encourage you to repeat after me out loud what I am also saying. So connecting with the energy of failure. What does failure mean for me? What do I perceive as failure that others might deem a success? Allowing myself the grace to not fear failure. Understanding that it's an essential part of life. But that ultimately, there is no such thing as failure. Allowing myself the grace to accept any and all perceived failures. Connecting with the wisdom and lessons from these perceived failures. Forgiving ourselves for growing hard from these self-perceived failures. Understanding that there are only lessons and no such thing as failure. Understanding it is all a game, an experiment. We are simply here to learn, to explore, to create. Understanding that exploring these self-perceived failures as doorways into growth, into the unknown, into grace. Taking a deep breath in, integrating these energies. Releasing anything that needs to be released in order to come back to yourself. Connecting with the energy of air, lightness, free-flowing energy, miracles coming in. Allowing ourselves to be vessels for the messages from the divine. Allowing ourselves to be vessels and clear channels of the divine. Understanding that creativity is to be in tune with Source, the infinite, the eternal, the ever-giving. Allowing ourselves to be flexible enough to allow the divine to move within us. To move with divine timing. To release the pressure from the self and to co-create with what wishes to come in. To allow ourselves to be in ease, synchronicities, miracles, divine inspiration, all of these things that wish to access us as we wish to access them. Granting ourselves the grace to be clear channels of this divine and cosmic experience. Allowing our bodies to grow lighter, to relax, to flow, to be in joy, as divine birthright, as divine essence, as divine calling. Breathing in deeply into our hearts. Allowing what needs to be released, what needs to be integrated, to be integrated. allowing yourself to truly relax into your breath, to feel the true lightness of your soul, the true timeless essence of your soul. Connecting with the gold within ourselves, the divine beauty of our soul, of our spirit. Allowing ourselves to shine brightly. Knowing that the world needs us to shine brightly. Allowing ourselves to see our own magic, our mystery, the divine within ourselves. Connecting with our magic, our gifts, our essence. Connecting with the things that only we can see. Connecting with our soul's true calling. Celebrating our gold. Celebrating our magic. Celebrating our gifts, our insights, connecting with the medicine of golden energy, golden light surrounding us, allowing our spirit, our vessel, to bathe in this energy. Allowing this golden light to purify and magnetize us. To reignite our soul, to heal the parts of us that have cracked. Allowing the golden light to pour in to the parts of our soul that need healing. Knowing that we are inherently worthy. We are inherently worthy. Acknowledging all that comes up. Integrating any and all messages we may have received. Remembering that we are inherently worthy Regardless of what has happened to us, regardless of what we have done, we are inherently worthy. As we connect with the last energy of Monty, the energy of fire, we tap into what creates the initial spark, the initial flame. However small it feels. Taking responsibility to nurture this flame, to allow it to grow. Connecting now with the energy of fire to purify, to cleanse, to reignite, connecting with our internal fires, the fire of our soul. Connecting with our deepest desires, our dreams, our inspiration, our creativity. Allowing the fire to burn away any and all densities, anything that may have grown stagnant, anything that needs to be transmuted. Allowing ourselves to be renewed. As we step into these new cycles, these new chapters, these new portals, we allow our fire within to light the way forward. Remembering that we have the magic, we have always had the magic. Remembering that we need no one's permission but our own. Remembering the path of self-initiation. And moving forward now with this energy. connecting with our passions, our wildest dreams. Knowing that this is our soul's true essence. These sacred fires, these sacred flames, protecting, renewing, healing, purifying. Integrating these energies fully now. Breathing into the heart. And when you are ready, coming back to this space, this moment. So, very igniting energy to start the year with. And with new moons, representative of new beginnings, of, some would say, optimal times to plant the seeds, reflecting on the seeds you are planting that honor your soul's calling, that honor your soul's path, that honor your soul's actual desires, and not what others would deem as worthy or successful, but what is truly calling you and inspiring you. And remembering that it is indeed a journey, and that everything can be a door to greater awakening. So trust in yourself, trust that you know the way, and nurture the gold of your being, of your soul, and know that you are inherently worthy of all that you desire and more. This was the collective reading for the Capricorn new moon. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.